Prudence is on her first camping trip after being rescued almost 2 months ago. After living in the streets for how long, Prudencia? About 5 to 6 years.
6 years, I think.
Lucy! Lucy! This is our first time camping in this new camping tent, and it's very cool. It's very big, as you can probably tell by that humongous.
Yeah. So I have a hat on, and I still have, what, 2 more feet? So if you were 6 foot, probably 6'2", yeah, 6'2", 6'3", you could stand in here. Maybe not 6 foot.
There's my new bag that I just got for this trip, and realistically for other trips, upcoming trips, because apparently it's accepted as a carry-on, as a personal item in your plane, which I'm very excited about. It's so cute. It's from LD. Good morning, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you've never been here before. I am at a beautiful campsite looking pretty rough, but we'll survive. I have no makeup on, obviously. We're camping today, and this is our river. I think it's a river, I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, this is just behind our tent, which is pretty cool. Here's our tent. And I do need to keep an eye out on the babies because they are out there, and they cannot be left alone for too long. Everyone is attached, but it can still get dangerous, especially with Prudence, who's an escape artist. Ringo! Ringo, no! Ringo! Oh, he just peed in our wagon. Ringo! Right there. Reggie, why would you do that? You just came from a walk. So we brought Ringo, and we got Lucita, little Lucita, little Sapita, and then we also got Prudence. Prudence, I don't think I've talked about Prudence officially in any of my videos because she's fairly new. We just got her almost 2 months ago, so I haven't really mentioned that we got her. It's very, very recent. We've been after her for the past 3 years since we moved into our current home. She had been roaming the neighborhood for about, people say, 5 to 6 years. Another version was that she was abandoned by her previous owners and left attached to a chain without food and water for days, and then a neighbor came to kind of like give her some food or something, and she eventually escaped. I don't know which to believe, but those are the two versions we have. But she was living at least for 5 years roaming the streets, having litter of puppies after litter of puppies, and they were never able to catch her until 2 months ago when animal control finally caught her, and now she's ours. I named her Prudence after, obviously, dear Prudence. Whenever our house is on stilts, so it's not fully on the ground, so there's like a big separation between the floor and our home. So sometimes she would stay at our house for longer periods of times, like, I don't know, like 3 days, 5 days a week. And whenever I would go on a walk with Pinto or someone else, I would call her on, like, I would go under the house and be like, Prudence, and I would start singing her, dear Prudence, so the sun is out, the sky is blue, it's beautiful, and so are you. So that's where her name came from me calling her and telling her to come out to play with us and spend the day with us when we would go on walks. But anyway, that's a quick story about Prudence. And Lucy is crying, and Lucy, of course, is named after Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, even though, I mean, that's my version, but realistically my dad named her after a show, the 60s, I think, 70s show. Lucy what's the name of the show? I don't remember, but the girl, the main girl, is called Lucy. And then Ringo, well, there's no much realizing where Ringo's name came from. From the one and only best Richard in the whole world, Ringo Starr. Ringo! There's my little Ringo. Actually, he's huge. Look at his head compared to mine. We have to go make breakfast. I have to make breakfast. We just left our campsite and we're heading into our little camping trail. The water here is looking very bad because it was just raining yesterday and the day before, so it's pretty bad right now. Also, the trails are very sandy because apparently a big part of the trails got flooded. And where we are camping currently, like an actual campsite, is fully closed to anyone else. Like our campsite is the only one that's available because it got pretty badly flooded in the past. How many times have it been flooded?
3 times in the last year. So the creek is starting to revert its course or change its course, and that happens every 100 years or something. And so since it's doing that, it is washing out a lot of the campsites. So there's only one available.
There's only one campsite in the area. There's more campsites, but in the area that we selected, which is with overlooking the little river, nothing else is open except for us, which was amazing because there's no one around. There's another trail that's for like RVs, but obviously we did not want to stay there.
We pretty much have the park to ourselves.
Yeah, which is pretty nice. The size difference between Prudence and Lucy. Come on, Lucita, let's go. The day is very pretty right now. So the last time we went on a camping trip was when we were still living in Houston, and we got flooded the second night. So we stayed there one night. We were gonna stay like the full weekend, and it started raining really bad, and we had to just pick everything up and leave. And we actually ended up throwing to the trash that camping tent because it was super old. And at that time we only had Pinto, Remus, and Rome come with us. We haven't even had Lucy yet, right? No, Lucy was not with us yet. We got Lucy after that. So it's just the 5 of us. And well, pretty much like now, but it was, instead of them 3, it was Pin, Romulus, and Remus, which all of them stayed this time. Because Remus he was not bad, but it stressed me out a lot having him on the tent. Remus is our cat. One of our cats. We have 4 now, but he was our only cat then, and I was really stressed because he was very stressed, and I was scared that he was gonna rip open the tent and run away and escape. So I did not sleep properly the first night, and then the second day it started raining, so I was just like, we're done, we're leaving. So I don't think I would bring our kitty cats to a camping ever.
Rain. It was a huge rainstorm that literally flattened the tent.
Yeah.
So the tent was flattened on the ground because of how much rain we had.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. And then Romulus can't walk that much because he has a broken arm that has been broken since I found him. It kind of like fixed itself, but he does have a weak front arm, so he doesn't walk so much. So Michael has to, in that trip, Michael had to put Romulus in the front. And oh my God, there goes Ringo straight through the water. And yeah, so Romulus can't really walk for longer periods of time, so Michael had to strap him to his chest. And then we have a kind of like to-go baggie for Remus. So Remus was in his back being picked up, and I just had Pinto with me in a leash. So it was I guess it was more complicated because the fact that Remus is a cat and we were scared he was gonna run away. And then because Romulus can't walk as much, so we just kept them at the house. My parents are babysitting for us with the rest of the babies. We have 10, so they're taking care of them, and we have the 3 with us. especially because this is Prudence's first camping trip. We didn't know how she was gonna react. She's done pretty good so far. So it's her first trip ever, not just for all. Actually, for all of the three. Well, actually no, because Lucy has been to Mexico and she has been in the cars before. But it's also Ringo's first trip in general. So it's a new experience for them too. And Lucy's the first time she's camping. She's gone to Mexico and we've been on road trips, but never gone camping. She seems to be enjoying herself. Everyone does. We came back to the camp, and for lunch we're having this, I don't know, Mediterranean, however you might call it, pasta salad. It has Kalamata olives, obviously pasta, lots of veggies. It has peppers, tomatoes, red onions, cucumbers. What else does it have? I don't remember. I made it, I prepped it yesterday. And then we're eating with this super delicious crackers that we get from Sam's. I don't know the brand. But they're really good. Okay. That's our tent, obviously. And that's a pretty cool contraption Michael got. That's pretty much our bathroom to shower. This is a weird campsite, and I don't think we're gonna come back because there's no water on site. Good thing is we have our own water. Those jugs right there, those are waters. That's Prudence. So there's no, we've been at different campsites and there's always water like on a section so you can have water, but this one does not have it. Others down the road do have it, but ours particularly does not. So anyway, these are little bathroom shower area. So you fill that thing with water up, and then that's the foot pump. So you have that in the floor, and then you just pump it and water comes out of that thing. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my lunch. We're eating pretty much out of the bowl right now, but we do have little dishes and utensils and everything, because we have this backpack that's like a picnic backpack. It's pretty cool because it has utensils, little champagne flutes, and dishes, just like regular little plates. But I mean, sure. It's one of those. It's one of those Chinese Amazon things. But it's pretty cool because you have everything. So yeah, you kind of like have all of the things you might need for going on a picnic, and we've added already since like our salt and our pepper, and then like the little champagne flutes. It's pretty cool. If you want to have like
Extra
eggs,
oh yeah, little
that's
egg
very
stands.
extra.
And then it has a little charcuterie.
It has a little charcuterie board, or like a cutting board, if you will, and you know,
bottle opener, can opener, salt,
it's
pepper.
pretty cool. And then you can put like your drinking, either like a bottle of wine or drinking water.
Yeah, we just put our champagne or wine in here.
And then this, we use it to put in trash or the dirty utensils. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And it has with a little picnic blanket. We haven't done many picnics since we moved to where we live now. We did have one a few months ago. Maybe like, I don't know, maybe it was this year, I don't remember.
Yeah, at the little square.
At our like a local little park. But in Houston, we did have a lot of picnics because we literally lived in front of the, I always forget the name of the park.
Buffalo Bayou.
In the bayou, the Buffalo Bayou. So we would always have, and then we have, again, we would just take Peen and Romulus and Remus, because it was only the 5 of us back then. And we would just have our picnics in the bayou, and it was so nice. But,
yeah, because you could walk across the street and you were at the
yeah, literally our apartment complex was across the street from the park, and it was amazing. And I loved it there because it was so safe, number one. It was so comfortable because everything was so close by. And it was always so active. Like, there's always so many people everywhere with their doggies, walking around, exercising, you name it. I love that. As much as I love our house, I will forever love that place where we lived. It was my favorite place where we ever lived. And I would go back in a blink of an eye if we were millionaires and, you know, we could just afford a house in River Oaks. But that's not gonna happen. But yeah, right now we're just enjoying, and Lucy again is trying to run away. That's why she's never gonna be outside of a leash. Lucy, can we please?
She cries because we don't let her go explore on her own without a leash.
Yeah, she wants to explore, but then that exploring is gonna take her
She's not
God
coming,
knows where, and she's never gonna come back.
She's not coming back. She has no sense of returning like some dogs.
No, she wouldn't know where she's at either.
She'll just get scared and then continue to wander.
Like that, like even at the house, like even if she knows the area, like she'll Ringo, what happened to your mouth? But anyway, I'm going to head over to finish eating, and then I'm trying to finish up my book from my book club. I'm getting a little behind. We're reading The Secret Garden right now, and I am like, according to my Kindle, 60% in, so I still have ways to go, and I want to finish up this weekend, hopefully. That's why I wanted. I was excited for the trip because I was like, oh, I can have all the time in the world to read in peace.
Nope.
But Michael wants us to go again hiking after we just came back. So anyway,
I mean, you don't have to. Do whatever you want.
I'm tired. I want to read.
You can read and go look at the river, the nice scenery.
That's what I want to do.
I'll look and see what creek that is. It's a creek off of a river.
Can I get my soup? My pasta salad? My soup. That's why I call it Lucy, sopita. We have a dragonfly. Don't look at our mess in our tent. Oh, I see him.
I'm trying not to break that.
Oh, be careful. Oh, poor guy. And that's our tent. It's pretty big, actually. We have our two biggest cages for them in here. We had the biggest one, that's for Ringo, and this is for Prudence. Oh, he's right here apparently. And a mess inside, but that's okay. We're gonna be leaving tomorrow. We're just here for 2 days, 1.5 days. There's a little soup. There's my little Lucita and my big Prudencita and my huge Ringo. Everyone else is back home being taken care of by their grandpa. Their grandpa and grandma are taking care of them right now. My parents are at home taking care of the rest of the babies. And we got a fresh cup of green tea with water boiled from our generator. This is my outfit for today. I got it last year from Amazon. It's basically a tennis outfit. Do I play tennis? Never have I in my life played tennis, but I thought it was so cute as just like a summer dress. And I decided to bring it here for our camping trip. And also my other Amazon shoes. I don't like shopping at Amazon, but it's really the cheapest option that I found, especially for like workout clothes. And these shoes, they're rather ugly, but at the same time they're cute and they're very comfortable. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna be getting more of this because they're so comfortable. And of course my cap is Rita. But yeah, the fit, I thought it was so cute. This little dress, and I had to share. But anyway, adios.
The same.
This is what I was saying about the generator. With the same little.
There's no gasoline in this.
Propane here.
Yeah.
And that one for our lantern, and then for our stove.
There's no gasoline in this, so we can actually put this in the car and it doesn't smell like gasoline. And we don't need to bring extra gasoline.
That's a generator that's usually run by gas.
Yes.
Like gasoline, like fuel.
Yes. And so what I've done is I've put a kit on the carburetors, and I basically have this contraption that can run it off of these little tiny propanes. And it does just fine. It'll run the generator for a couple of hours. And we can use the same propane that powers everything else.
Yay, Prudence! She's having the most fun that she's probably ever had. She likes being outside. Out of doors, I must say, like I am reading right now The Secret Garden, and they, instead of saying outdoors, I think it's so cute. The author, Francis, I don't remember the last name, Francis, says or writes out of doors. You have to be out of doors to get the sunshine and the birds and the things growing green. It's a beautiful book. I'm really enjoying it. It's my first classic of the year. I think it's the first classic of the year I'm gonna be reading. And then for June, or I'm sorry, for May, that it's pretty much already May. I'm behind in my book today. For May, we're gonna be reading again Pride and Prejudice, because we tried last year and we didn't finish. So this is gonna be the year that we finally read Pride and Prejudice, which Pride and Prejudice, the movie, is one of my favorite movies ever, but I've never actually read the book. The type of little things that I don't want to forget and I want to keep in record. Did you just eat? She just ate a mosquito.
Well, better than it biting her.
Lucy.
Good job, Lucy.
But anyway, I love that she does this. It's so weird and it's annoying at times because she gets all dirty, but she'll go in the yard and she starts digging a tiny hole right there. And then the weirdest thing she does is she'll dig
and
she eats the dirt, but then she starts, for whatever reason, she starts biting her leg on the side. So she always had like a little dirt side. Oh, you have mosquitoes or stuff. But it's so adorable. I think it's so cute. Everything she does is adorable to me, of course. But yeah.
I think it's disgusting and she should stop eating
It's so interesting that she does that. And she starts like digging. And then while she's digging, then she starts itching, like scratching or biting her little arm. So she gets like a little I don't know, like dirt mark on her arms every time she's outside for long, that we just leave her unattended and she gets into the dirt. Lucita! Lucy! We are back from our attempt trail. We didn't really go on a hike this afternoon because we went in the morning and the babies are kind of tired. So now we're just going to have a little, I brought some stuff to make a little charcuterie as easy as we could, because of course we don't have a lot of stuff to clean up or anything. So we've got cheeses, chips, pistachios, chickpeas, the good crackers that I love, we've got grapes, we've got some hummus from Trader Joe's that's really good. And now we're heading to eat.
Look at our wine.
So fancy.
Holder.
Look at that that fancy wine stopper.
Wonderful.
That's a really good Prosecco, champagne, if you will, option if you don't want to spend an arm and a leg. And this is really good. And I am not one to really like dry wines as much. Cheers. It is very good. It is very, very good indeed.
And it's cold.
And it's really cold because we got a ton of ice. This has been a very good weekend. No makeup weekend. I'm obsessed with these chips. They're from H-E-B. Sadly, they are limited edition, so they say the bag. They're lemon pepper. They're so good. Oh, good. Even my husband, who's not like a huge fan of like chips, they're delicious.
They're very good.
I am a huge fan of anything savory, as they call it here.
Salty.
But I would just call it salado. Anything that's salty, spicy, that's my thing. And my husband prefers more sweet things. That's why
Salty.
he married me.
I like sweet and salty.
Like your esposa.
Well,
Because obviously we have nothing better to do. We're gonna do a blind cheese test with the 4 cheeses we have. And we already did one. We tried all of them knowing which one it was.
and what was your favorite?
And my favorite was the Gouda. What was this? It was the Dutch Gouda cheese.
And my favorite is cheddar.
He's always loved cheddar, like yellow cheddar. So now he's gonna feed me in random orders a piece, and then I'm going to determine which one I like best without knowing which one it is.
Ready?
Here.
Okay, close your eyes. No
They're
cheating.
closed.
No cheating.
I'm not cheating. This is a French one. It's deliciously dry. It's not a flavor. Was I correct?
No, don't look at
I am
anything.
not looking. I'm not looking.
Okay, let's keep going.
Was I correct?
No, I'm not gonna say anything
Okay.
until it's all over.
Okay.
So you call it, what was your?
I think it was the French one.
No, you're not
Oh.
trying to guess what it is. You're just trying
Oh.
to see what you like.
It's really good.
Okay, and why?
Because it's drier but creamy at the same time.
Okay, dry and creamy. Okay.
Okay. Close. Oh, so I do you now?
No, you're going all,
Okay.
all 4.
Oh, no. This is a French one. This is super dry. This is a French cheese. No. This is the third one. This is the one that I mentioned earlier. That was,
No, you're not trying to guess what it is. Just
Okay.
tell me what you like about it before you forget.
this is, I really like that it's really dry, but it has that weird, almost sour aftertaste.
Which of those 2 do you like better?
The first one.
The first one. Okay.
Easy. A little bit. What do you think of that one? Don't look. I can't see with your cap.
I'm not gonna look anymore.
So, what are your thoughts?
That has a good flavor. It's got a little like Swiss cheese flavor, which I don't know about that. But it's good for like a charcuterie.
Okay.
And it has a good consistency. What can I say?
Okay.
Next. I'm not sure if I like that one.
Yeah. That was a lot. What do you think?
This one I like better than the last one.
What do you think of that one? What's the description?
It's a little thicker than the last one. It tastes like cheddar. I like it.
No.
It does. It tastes like cheddar. What can I say?
This is a terrible.
Compared to you didn't get the last one on camera.
Okay.
So go.
Oh yeah. Go.
So yeah, we're out of fire. We're out of lighter,
We brought one lighter that is not really good.
and it's dead. It's done. There's no more.
So we found that we're firing up this little fire with a dead piece
The
of
dead
wood.
lighter. So if this goes out, we're done.
So hopefully it catches onto the actual wood.
Yes, hopefully.
I was gonna bring marshmallows, but I didn't. I ended up not bringing any.